Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the month of April 2024. The rune that came out for you is Tiwaz, and this is a really positive rune, full of masculine energy, very passionate energy. And guys, this is the rune of commitment as well. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of Gemini folk is a very passionate love life, okay? Very physical, sensually exciting love life going on for you, okay? Whatever that looks like. And if you are super duper single and not even talking to anyone, not even interested in anyone around you, the opportunity for this, if you want to take it, will emerge. Now, with this rune, I am seeing here whoever it is that you are engaging with physically, passionately, they do have a strong desire towards you. And in fact, there may be some jealousy that they have towards you. Jealousy isn't unhealthy. It isn't unnatural. It's a perfectly normal emotion when it's dealt with appropriately and healthily. But if you are currently like engaging in someone physically and you sense a sort of like jealous vibe, or like they want to spend more time with you, they want to commit with you, but you're out here living your best life, you know, you're out here having a fulfilling life with your own friends and things going on, and you sense a little bit of like, I wish I could be more a part of, you know, Gemini's life. I think that feeling is very, very accurate. So I am seeing that. Now here's the thing. Tiwaz is a very masculine rune, and it does talk of gender and bring that element into things. So if the person you are involving yourself with is a man or very masculine, in their masculine energy, and they could be the most feminine woman on the planet, by the way. They could be wearing like, you know, dresses and makeup and doing their hair real beautiful and listening to, I don't know, Taylor Swift or something. And they could be in their masculine energy. They could be in a very like boss lady, boss girl type of vibe in their life, where they're really moving, shaking, grooving, and focused on ambition and doing and really making a strong impact on the world, because we all have divine masculine and feminine energy within us, yin and yang, separate from gender. Okay, so if you are involved with someone who is in their divine masculine element, there may be an opportunity to commit to them this month if you're not already. Okay, if you're already committed to them, here's the thing, it doesn't matter. When it comes to this person, there may be an opportunity to get closer or do a really big move with them, sort of elevate, ascend with them. However, it will require you to sacrifice certain elements of your current reality, because this is going to be a really big new commitment coming in. This doesn't just have to do with your romantic relationships either. This could do with anything in your life. And for some of you, it's like a really nice opportunity is coming in for you that wants you, it feels passionately about you. And I'm talking about the spirit of the opportunity. And if you want to take on this new opportunity, it's going to require a commitment out of you. Whatever this opportunity is, whether it's from a romantic connection or just a general opportunity, it will require a commitment from you if you want to elevate with it. And that commitment is going to require sacrifices. This makes sense, okay? Because big commitments take up time and space in our lives, and obviously we need to move some energies around, some other commitments around, and reprioritize our lives if we are to follow this very passionate path forward, okay? So yeah, I'm seeing Gemini, a lot of you are moving in with a partner, starting a family, getting married, meeting someone new who you feel very strongly about. It feels like things are spicing up a lot in your romantic life, I'm gonna be honest. But this could also be life spicing up generally. If you could be totally aromantic, asexual, this reading can still apply to you, because it feels like life is just spicing up in general. And there is a really big commitment being offered to you. For example, you know, you may have like a friend who's like, hey, I have this business idea and I feel so passionately about it. I know you're passionate about this business concept. Like, will you be my business partner? That requires a huge level of loyalty, commitment, and devotion from you. And the opportunity is presenting itself to you at this time. So commitment is being presented to you essentially. And, you know, the reason why this commitment is coming forward is because whoever is on the other end of this, you know, giving you this opportunity, asking for your commitment, they have this sort of feeling within them that's like, man, I don't want to miss out on Gemini. I don't want to miss out on this person. Like they're a one-of-a-kind romantic partner, or one-of-a-kind worker, one-of-a-kind innovator and mind. And the thought of you sort of moving on with your life, moving on with someone else or doing something else, they feel regret and they're like, I gotta snatch up this opportunity, there we go, while it's here. So really interesting, extremely passionate. We have perfectionism coming out for you. Okay, things are heating up in the world, in the Northern Hemisphere, and fire energy does bring about this tendency towards perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Gemini, I feel like when it comes to these big opportunities that's coming forward, you're very uncertain, because it is a big change in your life. And I feel, Gemini, as you get older, you're more almost like sensitive or aware of life-changing decisions. Like when you were younger, like teenage, early adulthood years, you may have done crazy stuff, and you may look back at that now and you're like, wow, like I'm so boring now. Like I overthink every little thing that could go wrong, whatever. That's where perfectionism comes in. And it's saying, you know, be open to making big, bold changes and commitments, and understand that, you know, you can always go back. You can always go back. If you make a move to a new city, for example, and you hate it, you can always move back. You know, it doesn't have to be permanent. If you get into a relationship, it doesn't turn out to be super happy and positive, you can always break up and go back to where you're at right now. That's the beautiful thing. You already have gained the wisdom of learning how to create a strong foundation within yourself. So as you adventure out and make bold decisions and bold commitments, you need to have the safety and understanding that if this doesn't work out, it's okay. Some of you guys may be wanting to not necessarily make a super duper duper bold long-term commitment right now, but you're like, let's just do a little trial. For example, if you're moving to a new city and you're not sure if you're going to like it, you may ask your landlord like, hey, can we do like a 6-month lease or a month-to-month lease instead of like multiple years? Because, you know, you don't have to explain why, you could just ask. Or if someone's trying to get into a commitment with you and you're a little bit slower to open up emotionally, you can say, yeah, like I want to take things slow, but for now, like we should definitely commit to each other and like see where things go, etc. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to jump the gun and go really like balls to the wall with this commitment, this new opportunity. You can find a way to do it in a way where you can dip your toes for a little bit, you know, give yourself some time to feel the energy out, give it a chance essentially, and discern during that time whether or not this is something more long-term for you. And, you know, modern dating actually does this very well, I think, you know, other than dating apps, you know, get rid of that toxicity. Like, you know, that's the whole thing. Like you date for a little bit, a few weeks, a few months, you know, up to 3 months, I always say, where you're literally just getting to know the person. And then you decide, do I want to be committed to them? And then if you get committed, you may be dating for like a few months, a few years. And during that time, you decide, do I want to commit to them for life in marriage, etc. That's the whole relationship elevator that you don't even have to go on if you don't want. You can navigate your relationships however you want. And that's the thing. When you free yourself from perfectionism and you allow yourself to go back and forth, you know, in a way that's not toxic, in a way that's not, I don't know, just like negative, but more so allowing yourself the permission to make mistakes and recognize like you can fold. Like in poker, sometimes you put some money in and then you realize, you know what, I have a really bad hand. I don't want to keep investing and losing money in this hand. I'm just going to fold and take the loss. That is so much wiser and better as a player than just like going completely all in a hand that you're not really confident in. You know what I mean? So allow yourself room for mistakes and it will free you so much and open the doorways to so many possibilities in your life. We also have the beauty way coming out in reverse. I love this concept of the beauty way. It talks of seeing the beauty all around you, past, present, future, in all that you do. Also, the 4th of April may be a significant date for you in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to read this from the book for you so you get a better understanding. The beauty way is both a path that you travel and I just got tongue twisted. A path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only the beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. So this concept is coming out in reverse as a teaching for you in April, as some guidance and advice for you in April. Here's what it says. It says, stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that things are exactly as they need to be in this moment and acknowledge the inherent beauty in that. So, wow. And I just got powerful feelings with that, beautiful, positive feelings with that message. Like just sitting back and surrendering to what is in your relationships this month and just saying, you know what, like there may be past here, there may be history here, but I'm focusing on the present. Everything that happened in the past was beautiful and has led both of us up to this moment to be able to enjoy this connection. Okay, some of you guys, and we saw that jealousy in Tiwaz, the rune. Some of you guys may be experiencing jealousy as well. You know, for example, some people here may be dating someone who has a history of being like, maybe not like an evil player, but you know, they may have like, you know, had their fun and you may have too, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or they may have had a really serious long-term ex or something, whatever is making you jealous or making them jealous about the past. A beautiful practice that the beauty way, that's the practice, is just looking at that past that you feel uncomfortable with. And you may have a past history with someone that you feel uncomfortable with, and you're friends now, you're trying to be friends, trying to enjoy each other's company now. And I feel like you're trying to let go of that past. You need to recognize like that past and the elements that you don't like about it has led you to where you're currently at in this present moment with that person. Okay, the person that you're dating, their ex, their history is what made them into the person that you love right now. And you should try practicing being really grateful for that past and like mentally in your mind saying like, thank you so much to the family, the exes, the old friends, the history that the person that I love has gone through, the people who have sculpted them into the person that I love today. Without that history, they would not be who I love today. They would be someone completely different. And just sitting there, meditating on that and feeling gratitude, even if you have to force it, feeling gratitude for someone's history can really alleviate a lot of jealousy and a lot of feelings of like insecurity that may come up with someone's past or with your shared history with someone. Really beautiful message there. Okay. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change that you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness or flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by the superficial beauty of a project or a relationship you are toying with, unless you are willing to pay a price for it later. Very interesting message there in that last sentence as well. You know, for some of you, I wonder if all these passionate feelings that are coming up, that's great. You know, those hormonal feelings that we have of just wanting to like bone someone all the time, just wanting to be around someone all the time. By the way, the reason I'm talking so heavily about relationships is because it's coming out very heavily for you this month. All right, I wouldn't be mentioning it if the energy wasn't present. So if you're super single and you're like, rolling your eyes at this reading, you never know. You never know. And like I said, this energy can also apply to projects and opportunities. So keep an open mind, and you may actually be able to apply some of the messages that come through in like relationships towards those areas of your life as well. But yeah, what does that mean to you? The superficial beauty of something, you know, to me, that's like you have a lot of passionate physical chemistry with someone, or the idea of someone or something is very glamorous, like the title of being someone who's in charge of a certain project, or a certain career path that you're on may be super glamorous to think about or passionate to think about, but is there depth there? Do you connect with this person on a really deep level? Can you talk for hours? Can you trust this person? Do you trust this person? Do you feel comfortable around them? Can you be yourself around them? Are they good at communicating? Do you feel like they will tell you their feelings instead of hiding them? These are the foundations of a healthy relationship or a healthy opportunity and project. So I feel like the universe is just wanting you to think about these things. There's no advice on what you should do here. It's just saying, like, think about these things. Focus on the beauty way, let go of the past, and right here in the present moment, don't be seduced by superficial beauty, okay? Where is their actual depth? Where is their actual love, actual support, actual connection? And for some of you, it may be that you're in either a relationship or set of circumstances in life that on the surface is very perfect, like paper perfect, healthy communication, wonderful support, good finances coming in, whatever, but does it set your soul ablaze? Like, are you passionate about this? Is there that fire? Is there that depth? I'm seeing here for some of you, you're struggling with the concept of, like, do I choose the person who is a good relationship, a good partner, who will be easy to be in a relationship with for the rest of my life, but there's no passion there, there's no romance there? Or do I choose the person where there is passion, there is fire, there is romance, but they may not be the best partner? And I think that's a really sad question almost. And Spirit is saying, why do you have to choose either of them? Because in both situations, there is a superficial glamour to it. The superficial glamour of the person who looks good on paper, but there's no passion, and the superficial glamour of the person who is very passionate, but there's no depth, So I don't know. I'm just babbling now. These may be thoughts in your mind, and this, like I said, doesn't have to just apply to romance. This can apply to your career. This could apply to location, anything in life. There's that sort of thought in your head for some reason. I don't know where it's going. I'm just picking up on it, okay? We have the Three of Stones in reverse with creativity. Very fascinating. And this actually also talks about partnership and people putting in their side of the effort, conversation, maintaining the relationship. Guys, relationships can be super duper easy. It's like a tennis match, the ball goes back and forth. So your person gives a little bit, shows their interest. You give a little bit, show your interest. Maybe a little bit more if you're feeling spicy. And then they do the same thing, matching the same energy, maybe doing a bit more if they're feeling it. And it goes back and forth. And that's how you grow. But when you're in a connection or working with people, where it's like you're, doing your part, maybe a little bit more, and then they're not really reciprocating what you're giving, and then the ball goes back to you, and it's like, it's one-sided, But here's the thing, just match the energy, and there won't be any issue, I'm telling you. Easier said than done for some people. Match the energy. If you notice they're not giving that much, they're pulling back a little bit, then you should be pulling back. Focus on the people and the situations in your life that are giving, and that is the key to being in the flow of abundance, okay? There doesn't have to be any drama, okay? There doesn't have to be, doing the math to see who's putting in more all the time. It's just like the flow of abundance and being in that flow. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. It doesn't matter if you're poor, homeless, with no limbs. I don't care. Like, you can be in the flow of abundance by focusing on what you do have, the opportunities that are available, the people who are here for you right now putting in effort. Focusing on that and growing that will constantly keep you in that state of growth. It's really that simple. It's so crazy to me because I say this to you now, but there was a time period in my life for several years where I just couldn't get it. Like, I just didn't understand. I'm like, why is my life so stagnant? Why isn't it growing? And it's just, I wasn't in that flow. You know, I was pouring into friendships and relationships that were one-sided. I was doing all the work. They weren't reciprocating that energy, let alone giving more. Okay. And it was just consuming a ton of energy for me. And I'm like, why is everything so stagnant? Why is nothing growing? Because you're in environments and in relationships where the people around you are just taking and not supporting and sustaining and growing. So, I feel, Gemini, actually, that for the past few weeks, the past few months, you've really been shedding away those types of relationships and connections. You know, you may have been saying goodbye to a lot of people and situations like that where it was very one-sided. And I feel like you're stepping into this abundance mindset, which is really amazing. Okay, we have the Seven of Vessels coming out in reverse, mourning. This actually has come out for multiple people, so don't be scared by this, okay? I think it's just April. We do have eclipse season here. And, you know, this talks about literally what we were just saying, you know, mourning the loss of the people and situations that you had to leave behind because they weren't giving, they weren't supporting, you know? And all you can do is give them the opportunity to match your energy, reciprocate your energy. And if they don't do that, well then, okay, I'm going to focus on the people and opportunities and situations that are. It's as simple as that. Simple, but doesn't make it, you know, any less sad because some of these people and situations you really wanted to work out, you know, and they had a really good opportunity in front of them and they squandered it for whatever reason. You know, they couldn't meet your energy, they couldn't match your energy, and that's fine. You know, there doesn't have to be any harsh feelings towards people or situations that can't match you at your energy, match you at your frequency. And wow, I'm getting such beautiful insights from your reading. Thank you so much for connecting with me today. Thank you for watching because your energy is very beautiful. And I feel like your mind is very elevated, probably more elevated than mine because I feel like I'm enlightened reading for you. Like I just got this like sort of realization, this vision of like there's really no reason to feel resentment towards anyone you ever meet in life, to feel like anger because they do you dirty, because in reality, they don't reciprocate your energy. They do you dirty because they literally cannot match your high vibration. You know, someone giving their all to you may look like they're barely giving you scraps, okay? And you don't need to settle for that behavior. You don't need to justify that behavior. You may understand why, but, you know, go where your energy is reciprocated. You don't need to make yourself give a lot less than what's natural for you. Just go where your energy is reciprocated. There's no need for resentment. There's no need for ill feelings towards someone because honestly, they sucked towards you because they were suffering from their own traumas, their own stuff, you know, they just, you know, need to connect with someone who can give a lot less, you know. You're at a level higher than those people, at a vibration higher than those people. Not to say you're better than anyone, but you're just vibrating at a frequency that's much higher, you know, like musical instruments. When you're in tune with each other, it sort of creates this sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, like a wave in your ears. And when you're totally out of tune with each other, it sounds bad, you know? And it doesn't mean that the two different notes that are being played are better or worse than the other. It's just they're not vibing together. They're not working together. I hope that makes sense. All right, we're gonna move on from that whole tangent. Very philosophical. You guys are probably very like spiritually awakened this month for sure. A lot of you guys, I can tell, have been meditating a lot, connecting with your guides a lot, having really deep spiritual awakenings, because I can feel it in your reading. So many beautiful messages coming through. The easier a reading is for me, and the deeper it gets, I can just tell that the person on the receiving end of the reading is very spiritually connected, awakened, and highly vibrational. So, like I said, thank you for joining me if you're watching this. You know, if you're watching this, you wouldn't be at that energy. All right, we have the Green Man, the Emperor. Beautiful. Gemini, you're getting your life organized and situated here. You're in your masculine energy. And I feel like you're doing a lot at this time. You're moving things forward. The Green Man is such a beautiful card. I mean, truly, you're in a leadership position here in your life and really in control of things. Awaken to your power. All right, 2 more cards came out. We had the 10 of Vessels, happiness, 10 of Cups, beautiful. Emotional fulfillment, guys. A lot of you are falling in love, I'm telling you. Falling in love. You're stepping into your Emperor energy and not waiting for anyone to be your plan, to give you your happiness in life, to be your plan in life. It's like, you know what? I'm going to take that into my own hands and I'm going to do it myself. And it's like you're so focused on creating a happy and fulfilling life for you, with or without anyone around you, just as an individual, that it actually attracts people who are healthy, secure, and stable. For a lot of you, this energy feels like you're finally at a point where you are emotionally secure and you have what it takes to have an emotionally secure relationship. And I just feel soulmate energy gravitating towards you because of that. And for a lot of you, you are falling in love this month, or sustaining the love that you already had this month and having a lot of beautiful experiences in that love. This is also just creative fulfillment as well. Your projects taking off, whatever those projects may be, or goals, whatever they are. And they could be so different for everyone. This could be like running a successful book club for one person. This could be having your online blog take off for another. This could be getting published if you're a writer. This could be, finishing up a class or school. Like there's so many different ways this can manifest, but it's like I'm also seeing streams of income overflowing. Okay, so you all have various numbers of streams of income, streams of prosperity that you've opened up for yourself in the past. They may have been quite dry, they may have been abundant, but I feel like a lot of those streams are really going to start flowing in abundantly. And the beautiful thing about wealth is that when it starts pouring in, it kind of plays into the other streams as well. And it's like it all comes in at once, or they can like play into each other. I don't know why I'm getting that vision. I hope that makes sense. It's like once one of those streams becomes successful, it kind of helps make the other stream successful as well. So they're somehow connected. And I don't know the exact way they're connected because this is a group reading, so it'll be different for all of you, but I hope that makes sense for some of you at least. We have the 8 of Stones in reverse with skill. Okay, I am also seeing here learning new skills. You know what I'm seeing? Some of you guys are frustrated with yourself because there's something that you want to learn and you keep like not staying on the schedule of learning it. For example, I'll give a personal example. I'm learning Spanish on Duolingo and I have a streak going, but like if I were to mess up that streak, I'd be like, oh my God. And like just I'm trying to do it every day, but a lot of days I don't do it and I have this sense of frustration with myself. I'm getting the same exact energy for you. So there may be something like that where you're trying to learn something, but you're not really being as consistent as you want to be. So it's some personal frustration. And I feel like that's also where this perfectionism is tying in. And you're just like losing hope on yourself because you're not perfectly on schedule with everything. I feel like you're somehow going to create a system and a schedule for yourself that will allow more room for mistakes. And the funny thing is, when you stop putting so much pressure on yourself, you allow room for mistakes to happen and take place. I weirdly enough feel like you're going to be way more productive and on it anyways and see way more growth. That happened to me too. Like every single month after month, I would set goals for my YouTube channels for how many subscribers I wanted to gain or how many sales I wanted to make, how much money I wanted to make each month as a business owner. And I almost never met them month after month. And then one month I randomly decided, you know what? I'm not going to set any goal in mind. I'm not going to focus on any goal. And I made my goal to just try my hardest to attract as many people as possible, whatever that number looked like. And the funny thing is, the first month I did that was the most successful month in my business and on my channels. So I'm seeing a sort of similar energy with you where it's like once you take the pressure off yourself and you just focus on what you can in the present moment, which is the wisdom of the beauty way, you're directing all of your force, your masculine energy, your Tiwaz energy, your Emperor energy, Green Man energy towards that growth. And that's when it actually happens. That's when it actually takes place. So that's so beautiful. All right, final card out for you is, oh my gosh, the 6 of Bows, abundance. Exactly. Gemini, this is a great reading, honestly. Like out of all the signs I filmed so far, you and Leo, I think Leo, right? Unless that was the weekly one. Did I film? Yeah, I did film Leo. You and Leo are like the best in April so far. This is beautiful. I'm seeing abundance, I'm seeing growth, so much love. Like I said with the 10 of Cups, all the streams of prosperity in your life, not even just financial, but like love and opportunity, they're all flowing very strongly, coming in very strongly. You do have your challenges, you know, like we saw here, perfectionism is going to be a challenge. And some of you are mourning certain aspects of, you know, people and things that aren't working out in your life because they're not reciprocating the energy back to you. You're letting go of them. And we did see, you know, getting frustrated with your consistency when it comes to learning a new skill. But other than that, like everything else is very, very positive. And I love readings like this where it's overwhelmingly positive, but it's realistic. We see the challenges because challenges are a part of our everyday life. And it's through continuously trying to improve those challenges that we're going through, the issues in our life. That's where growth happens anyways. So the fact that you're able to feel the challenges in your life shows that you're working through them. So I love that for you. Beautiful month. I'm going to have to find me some Gemini friends to hang out with this month because your energy is great and I want it to rub off on me. Okay. Thank you so much. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.